Brian. How you doing? Welcome to Hibachi Talk. You just scared the.
I had to do that.
Just scared the bejesus out of me, man. I tell you. Anyway.
Hey, brother.
How you doing?
Aloha.
I'm Gordo the Tech Czar here with my good old buddy Andrew the security guy.
Andrew the security guy, and Hillbilly's in the house.
Hillbilly. He left
We got the Mad Dog in the house.
Yeah, man. You left me alone last week, so I had to
Sorry,
go
brother.
solo.
I'm back.
Anyway, this is grab yourself a towel, grab yourself a libation. Please come on up and join us. This is our 50th show. It's hard to believe. This is number 5.
Watch out.
Here we go. Woo! Let the party begin.
Yeah.
Damn it! Someone's put water in my water.
That's
anyway,
good,
so,
man.
cheers,
50
cheers,
shows.
cheers.
Who knew we'd make it? They didn't boo us off of here yet,
Yeah,
did they?
50 shows, and we're still here. Who knows?
It's a good thing there's no audience, actually.
Anyway, our guest today is Don Mad Dog Mangiarelli. See, Don, I still remember that. So Don is Enterprise Technology Solutions, and Don is a great example of going from corporate world to entrepreneur and locally, and then growing it into a pretty magnificent company over a relatively short period of time. So he's got a great story, and it's going to be good to have him on here.
Awesome.
Another thing kind of neat about Don is that Don and I were part of the original team that founded ThinkTech. Way back when, in the radio days.
So he knows is he bucking for my job today?
Yeah, he's probably on there pushing for your. You know what? I never thought of that. Every time I'm looking for a co-host or you're looking for a co-host.
That's right. We call it the
should
Mad Dog.
Okay, Mad Dog. We're
Pays
thinking about
the same.
this. Yeah, okay, same. Yeah.
Whether you're a guest or a host.
Exactly. So you can do that. So, anyways, how was your trip?
I was in Nolans.
Oh,
NOLA.
Nolans?
It was fun. I'd never been there, so I went, got into the swamp and had a ball. It was a good business meeting. It was a board meeting for PSA, which we've talked about before.
Right.
Good, so that part was good, but it was good to see those folks, in the new year, and everybody kind of talking about how business was last year and all the things we're going to do this year. And I'm the chairman for the cybersecurity committee this year, so there's a lot of stuff going on.
Wow.
So we covered a lot of ground. It was good. It was productive. And then cool to see the city. That's a pretty wild city. They had
Let me say that again.
A pretty wild city.
Cool to see the city.
Yeah, I can't talk much. It was Mardi Gras coming, but so there was one night there was a small parade came through, and they're like lobbing beads at people, and it was kind of I thought it was kind of crazy.
Oh, you're yelling out, "Show us your bleeds."
It's hectic. I didn't get any. They give them to the girls for if you raise your shirt up.
Yeah, I know that.
I didn't have a shirt or anything to show.
Well, if you lifted your shirt, they'd throw the beads at you.
Probably would. Yeah, it would have been bad.
Anyway, so we got some of our regular segments too. We got the No One Tech Job. Got No One Tech Job.
Okay.
Maybe we should do that one.
Let's do it.
Okay. So this is right along your lines. When I saw this, I thought of you exactly. The kind of things we talk about: security and safety and all the things in the thing. So this is just classically wonderful.
Oh yeah.
Think safety first, and look at this guy.
I know this image.
Hanging the sign while he's climbing up the stairs.
Yeah, this is an example of how not to do things properly.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Isn't that wonderful? So got
it's
one.
It's a good thing the company name's nowhere to be seen there,
Yeah. So I got a guy now who sent me, Tom Fudge sent me a bunch of things.
Safety violations?
Things he said you might want to use this.
We had a guy get injured he was hanging like Christmas things one year just in the office.
Okay.
On a little ladder and all that, but he was hanging them like by the door, and his fingers was in the door frame, and somebody came through the door and closed on his finger. And they got a OSHA-related incident, right? As an office worker, he kind of smashed. He had to go to the hospital. It was ridiculous. This was years ago.
I can feel it already.
Pain.
Pain.
So be careful out there. Safety first.
The pain.
Safety first. We talk about safety and security.
That's right.
You're gonna have
a security minute.
Yeah, okay. I got a little thing.
Wait a sec. I got the nudes. No,
news. The nudes?
Not the nudes.
That's,
the news.
That's for New Orleans.
I have the
this
news.
Is news.
I have the news today.
Let's have the news.
So we got a couple things. Hey, Don, you're looking at nonprofits, and Don's going to talk a little bit about that too when he comes over here. But so Microsoft plans on donating $1 billion
to
this year for cloud services and over the number of years for non-governmental organizations, for nonprofits,
NGOs,
for research and all kinds of different things. So to give you a sense of $1 billion and $1 million, I've said this before, a million seconds is 12 days, and 1 billion seconds is 32 years. So that gives you a sense
that's a lot of money. I hope Hawaii, is it a grant thing?
It's a grant thing.
And so you got to apply.
There's going to be 70,000 grants.
If you're listening in Hawaii,
That's
get out there and get your
grants.
grant writers working on that.
So a lot of things coming out. So it's really a big push. And this will be the first year. This is not like this is the first year. So this is going to go on for more and more and more years.
Oh, they're like
down.
going to fund a trust or
Trust
something to
and
kind of, okay.
keep funding it and funding it. So
awesome.
they're they're going to donate $350 million in cloud services.
That's
Just in cloud
awesome.
services alone.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good one to be watching out for. Go to the Microsoft website. You can find it out there. There's a kind of neat thing. So, again, 50th anniversary show. I thought one of our things we'd look about, one of the first things we did on the first shows we did was talk about passwords.
Yes.
Remember we
talked
talked
about them all year.
We
Just
talked
about.
yeah. So,
Ugh.
but I thought, okay, let's do a status report on where we are in passwords. Have people obviously not been watching our show?
Obviously not.
Not been watching the show. So, number one password.
Oh, is this that report that comes out every year?
Yeah, it's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hasn't changed.
Come on.
Still the
What
one.
was the percentage?
We tell you people over and over again. Don't
You're
use that
hacked.
as your password.
Yeah, it takes
Please.
like 3 seconds to
Yeah.
brute force attack that with free software from everywhere.
Yeah. Number two hasn't
Don't do it.
changed since last year. Password.
Okay.
Okay, so again, you're not listening, you're wondering why you're getting hacked, you're wondering why you're having these problems, and you keep doing it. So then there's, the same ones are still around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. QWERTY's still around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 to 9. One that I'd forgot about last year was football, and that's moved up now. That's higher up the ladder.
Football.
Football's moved up the ladder.
All one word?
But there's a new one in at number 11.
Okay.
Welcome.
Why?
I don't know, but that's what they've got. That's
Can't use a word.
yeah.
Don't
so
use
that's
any kind of word.
That's come in, and now
Don't use
another one
anything that
that's
makes any sense at all.
another new one in at number 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0.
Come on. Oh, because they started making requirements longer, so people who can't remember it just made the number serial.
Add another one. So another one though, and I'm still trying to figure out what this is. 1QAZ2WSX. They're going 1QAZ2 was X.
QAS. Is that on the keyboard?
Yeah, 1QAZ2. I don't know.
That's what it is. No, look at so on a keyboard, 1QAZ is down the left side, and then 2SX, 2WSX.
That's why you're in the business you're in.
See, I just decrypted your
I
crap.
am without
Freaking
using
idiot.
a computer.
I just looked at the keyboard. There it is.
Yeah, so that's it. That's another.
That's so
another
lame.
newbie.
And I didn't have I had to look that. I don't have that ASDF JKL stuff.
Yeah. Well, so, and a bunch of them now are showing up as a result of Star Wars.
Oh.
Yeah. So those are new ones. So I'll give you the next new ones. Login.
Yeah.
Great. Princess.
Yeah. Great.
Here's one. QWERTYUIOP. It's probably the same thing you just did there. Solo, as in Hans.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yep.
SOLO. Let's see.
How
Right.
about password with a 0?
Yeah, you probably cracked that quicker than you cracked password. SOLO.
Yeah, password with a 0 and Star Wars. So anyway, once again, no one's listening to us, but please listen to us and get that
I'm wondering
stuff
if none of these
changed.
people that do that have anything of value online to steal, so they don't care.
It's
It
well,
may not have anything of value at all.
could be. That's what it is. I know I did an upgrade at my home on my
On your
my
router?
right? And so, but I wanted to test something, so I went to the carrier that I'm using because I'm having speed issues. I said, tell you what, we'll put your technology in. I won't put any other technology in. It will be your equipment, your hardware, and whatever. So I watched them. They put it in. Do you think they changed the admin password?
I don't think they did.
Not at all.
Yeah,
Not at all.
You got in their
SSID
system.
was being broadcast, and the password was password.
Yeah.
So what can
Nice.
I say? So first thing I got in there was change that.
Yeah.
Service still sucks, so they're coming in today to fix it. So
Who is it?
Oh well.
I guess we don't have to
we
name
don't have to
names.
say right now.
That's just
let me,
lame-o.
let me give them a chance. Okay.
That's just lame-o.
Just give them a chance to see how they do it. Now if they
Don will be able to talk about that. I bet he runs into that crap all
all the time. He does.
Bad
he does.
installs.
So
bad
then, just
configs.
as another thing, added security, HTTP versus HTTPS.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you decide you want to go to Starbucks or you want to go to any of those sites that are open to the public, just make sure you're going to sites with
Encryption.
HTTPS
Sure, encryption.
and encryption.
Yeah, because your browsers are all rejecting the rollback feature now, where everybody was kicking back to SSH and SSL3. So you should be running TLS. I think if you're running, I think Chrome, there may be a few. If you're running some of the older browsers, maybe you still got a problem, and you could connect to a malicious site or collect in the clear where
Yeah.
it can be taken. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm using Tor.
It
so I'm
should be
not feeling
better.
too
Tor's
bad.
even better.
Yeah, so I'm not feeling too bad on that one. So then another one I've been asked before I hit you with the security minutes. A couple of people have been asking me about Bitcoin because I talk about Bitcoin a lot.
Yeah.
And let me first preface this. I am not telling you to go off and invest in Bitcoin. But
Unless you buy it from Gordo.
That's a sidebar. Anyway, so they've asked me
Nice.
if I could just every show maybe do a little bit on Bitcoin.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
talk
let's
about
do some Bitcoin.
So there's
Bitcoin 101.
Bitcoin 101.
This is
So
where you learn it.
I'm going to start with the beginning of when it started. It's a digital asset, and people go like, well, what's a digital asset? Can you give me an example of what a digital asset? And this is a digital asset that you can use to purchase items with.
Right.
You cannot easily convert it to U.S. cash or Chinese or Japanese or whatever, but you can use it as a form of tender that you can do to buy and sell things. You can invest in it. You can do a number of things of it. So it's invented by this person, in quotes, Satoshi Nakamoto, but they're not sure if that was really a person or if that was really a group of people or it's a nom de plume. I've been studying French. So,
have you?
So anyways, around 2008, and it's really, they call it a cryptocurrency. Now, let me give you an example. You own cryptocurrency, and you're going to sit here and deny it.
I own some crypto assets.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's
It's a
as
form
liquid.
of-
I don't know if there's liquid as
The-
Bitcoin, but
You have miles.
I do.
You have
That's
miles,
right.
and you fly, and you
That's right.
use those miles.
I trade them for
and you
stuff.
trade it. And what's the value of a mile?
Not much.
Well, it's not. You don't think much, but you know what the accrued value of miles is right now in the market today? $7 billion.
Oh, of travel.
Yeah, so there's
Nice.
$7 billion worth
that's awesome.
of miles out there in the market today. So $7 billion. So there's your cryptocurrency, and you use it every day, whether you're buying something with a credit card that gets miles, whether you're buying miles from your airline, or you're buying a ticket for a flight, or an upgrade, or magazines, because now you can do it for other things. You can
Sure.
donate them to nonprofits.
Yeah.
There's
You
a whole
can
bunch.
donate them to other people.
Other people.
Sure.
So that's a form of cryptocurrency. Bitcoins are very similar in at least that way of thinking of them.
Yeah, with
Now,
broader marketing potential,
yeah.
basically.
And
the same
they
idea.
operate in that realm, and it's called blockchains, and we'll get into that a little bit later in further other shows. So anyway, that's the Bitcoin. Last little add on to Bitcoin is that Walmart announced Monday they're taking Bitcoin. Cool.
See,
See.
it's spreading.
Spreading.
It's big time.
Spreading. So anyways, with that.
Well, we knew that.
And and the current value of a Bitcoin as of about 11:30 is $380.
And you paid.
136.
See.
But don't
Smart.
buy Bitcoin just because I was
Very
saying it.
insightful, though.
Yeah.
You're in the game.
So, security minute.
We got time. We got time.
You got time.
Take a minute.
You got a minute.
All right.
I'm pushing.
So
I'm pushing
IBM
you to the wall.
Yeah, IBM put out its annual report on SOC's security, right?
Sucks.
And still this year, so 85% of the assessed organizations still falling below recommended maturity levels, right? Some of the biggest things they found, and I'll try to speed this up a little bit. Access to skilled resources, which we keep talking about. So get your education. The SOCs of the world out there need you. So do a lot of other IT firms. The average SOC still lacks basic monitoring capabilities. So
SOC is what?
Security Operations Center.
Okay, just making sure.
So 24% of the assessed organizations really only met the minimum requirements to provide monitoring, which translated to a lack of documentation with the actions being taken. So everything was still being executed on sort of an ad hoc basis, right? So, if you're using one of these organizations or you're sending your signals there, you want to test them and check them out and make sure that they're valid and they've been doing it a while and they're experienced and that they're mature. Their business functions are maturing, was found, which is a good thing. And they are actually driving a lot of the trends, including hunt teams, deception grids, and things like that. So they're developing some of the tools that are being used out there in the IT firms. The mature ones are. So there is some of that still yet. The largest one, or the largest percentage, 84% aren't. And the Internet of Things is obviously going to raise the monitoring capabilities of these organizations to gather data, like we were talking about earlier today. But obviously, those people that are starting to harness that are on a mature level, and the others really don't know what to do with all the data that's available to them.
All right.
So,
I'm going to cut you.
so that was it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what you get for just leaving me alone last week.
Nice.
Anyway, I rambled and babbled again as usual. We got to take a break and pay some bills, get Angus off the beach, and bring in Don Mangiarelli to talk about what he's been doing over the
think he's
past
got any
couple
Bitcoin?
years. I'm sure he's not. Anyway, please give us a minute and we'll come back here to Hibachi Talk.
Hi, I'm Ethan Allen, host of Likeable Science on Think Tech Hawaii. Come join us every Friday at 2 p.m. when I interview interesting scientists about what they do, why they do it, and why we should all care about it. It's a lot of fun to see. We hear, and you can learn interesting stuff. You'll hear all kinds of fascinating science, and We know you'll have a great time. Hope to see you then. Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Donna Blanchard. I'm the host of Center Stage here on Think Tech. This show is so very dear to my heart. We talk with artists of various different ilk here about the process that they go through for their art. So we talk about what they're doing, why they are doing it, how they do it. And it's a show that is inspiring. This is what I hear from people all the time. And a show that will teach you something, sometimes something about yourself. I hope you'll join us. The show is Center Stage. It's on Think Tech every Wednesday at 2 o'clock. We'll see you then.
Hello, I'm Stephen Katz, and I'm the host of Shrink Wrap, which comes to you live every Tuesday at 3 p.m. on thinktechhawaii.com. And then it's repeated again whenever you want if you go to the website. On our show, we will be talking to all different kinds of therapists, psychologists, psychoanalysts, psychiatrists, people who talk about the mind, the brain, and about different ways to find happiness. I myself am a marriage and family therapist in practice here in Hawaii, and I hope you will join us because I've got a lot to learn, you've got a lot to learn, and it's a great ride. Thanks a lot. See you soon.
Aloha, I'm Rachel Jurgen with Aging with Grace. Please join us every Tuesday on thinktech.com.
Okay, I'm Jay Fidel, that's Ray Starling. We co-host a show called Hawaii, the State of Clean Energy, every Wednesday, 4 to 5 p.m. It's really interesting. You know, Ray has a way of unzipping these guys. He asks them these questions and all this stuff tumbles out, and we find out stuff we would never know about without Ray's questions. Thank you, Ray.
You're welcome, Jay. I'm very pleased to be your Ed McMahon every Wednesday at 4 o'clock here on the internet. So you can join us and see what's happening in the energy world, and there is a lot going on. So join us every Wednesday at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, come around, be energized right here on Think Tech. Aloha.
Hey, we just went and got Angus up off the beach, and he's ready to go. It's our 50th. Glad you're here.
Woo-hoo, Drew, you got it on my nose. Hey,
Nice.
You done that, lad. Hey, I got it.
Angus, let me help you out, man.
Hey, I got it there, Drew. That's okay, it's okay. Hey, give me a wee bit an inning. I love it. Hey, happy 50th there,
Happy
Drew.
50th.
50 shows, that's pretty awesome. Way bit awesome. And good to see you almost woke up when you got introduced coming in again. Oh, it's perfect.
It's been a while.
Some things never change. That's all it is there. Anyway, Drew, I got a little wee phrase for you. When you turn 50, maybe it's true that life begins at 50, but everything else starts to wear out, fall out, or spread out. That's what happens at 50.
doubt about
No
that.
doubt about it there, lad. Anyway, I got a wee new gadget for you today. You know, every day I was walking, I walk along the street, take exercises and so on, and every now and again I find a toilet on the street. You ever see those abandoned toilets?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, guess what? I found these guys that have a new way to reincarnate the toilets.
Oh,
They're really,
Lord.
really cool. Yeah, it's called the iToilet. There it is, lad.
Nice.
So, they take the toilets and they turn them into MacBooks. Or not MacBooks, but Macs.
Mac toilets.
Mac toilets.
What the-
It's a pretty cool thing,
Where
right?
did you find that,
Yeah,
Angus?
isn't that awesome? And actually, you go to YouTube and you look up iToilet, and there it is. It's how to put it together and make it.
Gotta be kidding
It is
me.
awesome. It is awesome. And you know what? You know how I like to save money? I can save a lot of money by those. I can make tons of those iToilets. So anyway, that's my thought for the gadget of the week. The iToilet. Check it out, man. It's really awesome. See, it's really cool inside that. Anyway, that's my gadget for the day. A happy 50th. And remember, let your wind gang free where'er you be. Aloha.
Oh, Angus, iToilets. I'm not sure what happened. I was left for 1 week in this show. I'm just not sure what happened to it. We now have an iToilet from Angus. But it was the right price, remember, $3.99. So check it out
Too close
anyway.
together, spread out.
Just Google iToilet. We got Don the Mad Dog in the house. Mad Dog Mangiarelli. What's up, man? Aloha. Good to see you, brother.
I haven't seen you in a long time.
It's been a while.
Hey, nice to see you, bud.
I haven't seen you.
Andrew, can you scoot out a little bit there? My
I
long
can.
legs are getting in the
How
way.
are we?
Thank you.
How
There
are
we
we?
go. Awesome. So Don, it's so nice to see you, bud.
You too.
I know. It's like I
And you
mentioned
too.
earlier.
Yeah, right on.
Don and I were one of the early founders of this illustrious.
Well, it's good you're here for our
enterprise.
50th
I know,
episode.
right?
50th
How fitting.
episode. How sweet is that?
We can pop one. Everybody get one.
Okay, right. Okay. Right, ready?
Oh, there's no more.
There's one.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
there's
wait,
one.
there's one,
Wait,
okay.
okay.
One,
Yay,
two, three.
50 episodes. Right on.
I don't have any strings.
What a mess. All right.
Anyway, so 50th show. Jay's probably going to kill us if he
It's
sees this
appropriate
one.
to have, and it's appropriate to have, you know, an entrepreneur here who's been in big business, now small business,
Right.
and just working it. So this
And
is
working it,
cool.
yeah.
We talk about doing this all the time on the show, like,
Yeah.
so you know, it's
It's
not
good.
easy.
So,
not.
so give us a little, you know, we always
Yeah,
start
tell
with
us
a
who
little
you
background,
are,
who
where
you
you're
Where did
from,
you go
you
to
know, let
school,
our
where you're
audience
from,
know.
Get a sense of who you are and where you're
All
from.
right.
So-
Well, I'm from San Diego, California originally.
Okay.
I've been here for almost 25 years now.
Oh, wow. Raised your kids here? Born
Raised
here?
born and raised, married a local girl. And, you know, I was doing construction back in the 90s.
Wow.
And you know, the market kind of crashed when the Japanese pulled out. And my wife said, hey, you know, you can't be like just hanging out for 6 months out of the year. You need to go get a
Get
real-
out of the house.
She's like, we got a kid, another kid, a house, a mortgage, 2 car payments. You have to get a real job.
A real job. Oh, I remember you had a unique name when you were in construction. What was your name when you were in construction?
I was Mad Dog.
Yeah, I remember when it was Howlee.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
So anyway, so
I have a good joke about that, but we'll move on.
so you're in construction
And
hanging on the beach.
I used to fix people's computers on the side.
Okay.
And so my wife was like, well, why don't you just do that? So I went and got a Microsoft certification as a systems engineer. And, you know, I didn't have much experience on paper, so I went to Manpower and I started working for some companies around town like Servco. I did a couple of jobs on the side for a friend of mine who did a job for the Scheidler Group. And he had written a program for them and he couldn't get it to work. It was an internet access program and he couldn't get it to work. So he said, I'll bring my friend and he's really good at troubleshooting. And he said, I'll have it running in a couple of days. And so in 2 hours I had it running.
Oh,
and they were
okay.
like, oh, do you want a job?
Nice.
Nothing wrong with that, dude.
So I became the IT manager there and I worked there for 12 years. And it was a great experience. I learned just an unimaginable amount from one of the probably foremost entrepreneurs in town.
Yeah, what the Scheidler School of Business at the University of Hawaii wasn't even there when
No.
you
Oh,
started.
No.
That just happened probably 2 years before before we separated.
Before you moved
Before-
on to the
before-
big, before you found it's
Right.
better to work for yourself.
Right. And you know, basically when I got laid off from the Scheidler Group, they had some. I worked on the public side with Pacific
Been
Office
there, done
Properties, and 30 of us got the axe, and I was at the top of my salary range, so it was a long time coming, and it was probably the best thing that ever happened to me. I went around town, tried to get work, and people were not interested in paying what I thought I was worth.
Right.
And I wasn't interested in working for less.
That
so
happens to me almost even at my own office.
I went out and started my own business, and I kind of fell backwards into a contract servicing Home Depot.
Right. So
Oh,
so
right
now
on.
let's just take a moment. Pause here.
Sure.
Home Depot. This
Home
is
Depot.
not like little like,
No.
like, this is not Mom
No.
Depot or
No.
Pop's
It's
Depot.
not,
This
you know,
is
yeah.
Home Depot.
Right. And so we serviced all of the Home Depots in the state. And
wow.
as I was driving around, and especially on Oahu, because we have 3 of them here.
You better remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one that's
no, there's-
abandoned.
Yeah, right. And so I started driving around as I'm going to these jobs going, wow, look at all these other national brands that are here. There must be other companies that, you know, I just figured they had people here that were servicing them.
Yeah, the employees,
But
right?
basically what happens is that the national corporation contracts a national contract with another corporation on the mainland to do all the service.
Okay.
And then they
Oh.
subcontract out to people like myself.
Okay.
And so I just started pursuing those, and next thing you know, my business is booming.
Yeah, you've picked up, you've gone, and your business is how old now?
It is, in March will be 6 years.
Oh, has it been that long?
Yeah.
Wow.
So did you go to, was all your education in?
I have a
San
high
Diego, or
school.
did you
I have a
just-
high school
So
diploma.
you just came out here with a high school diploma, right on?
My
And then you
and
all
I had-
search
you know, I
after
went,
that,
I
yeah.
went to junior college for 2 years, and I never really
Yeah,
knew
what's
what I
up?
wanted to do, and I still don't. But
Yeah.
Nice.
when I grow up, I might.
A
but-
wife and children will certainly
Yes, right.
convert you on
but,
that.
But you know the cert route, we've talked about that, how you can
Yes.
go that
Right.
vocational route, you know, or
Right.
certification route, which is highly recommended. I watched
That's-
Dev Lee,
yeah.
Jason Sewell, and them talk the other day about that boot camp, 12 weeks. You walk out the door and they're placing people, you know, $60,000 a year after a 12-week boot camp.
So
Amazing.
you're a big
I'm
proponent
a huge
of that?
proponent of that.
Yep.
And I learned more from doing that and doing the labs, but I did it on my own. There's a lot
Sure.
of these boot camps that you can go to. If you are resourceful, you can go anywhere on the internet and find places that will tell you how to do it in a short period of time, what you need to buy, and have you up and running. I'm a proponent of the boot camps too. Everybody learns differently.
Right,
Not
yeah.
everybody can sit down and do it.
Those kids are doing
by themselves.
800 hours in 12 weeks.
12 weeks.
12
It's
weeks.
11 days,
Wow.
11 hours a day, 6 days a week.
But it's hands-on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they're
it's
they're
not-
they're
not reading the
and they're
textbook.
doing front-end program, basically making you a web developer, you know, right
Right.
out the door. So
Cisco
stuff.
also has, and
Yeah.
working in the retail industry now, we work with a lot of the big box retailers
Mm-hmm.
over here, and almost all their back ends are Cisco. And
Okay.
Cisco, like with Home Depot, Cisco actually supports their back end. So
Mm-hmm.
when I go on site to service, I have to call Cisco and work with their engineers in order to service whatever we're servicing.
But the key is, though, you must have a relationship with
the vendor.
with the vendor to be able to call
Right.
direct, because we all know
Right.
getting into the Cisco quagmire is
Right.
not exactly easy.
And well, at Home Depot, for instance, they have their own. Cisco. They have their
people,
own.
sure.
Well, they have their own call center from Cisco.
Right.
Oh,
And
okay.
so-
Yeah, I'm sure they have Cisco embedded
Right,
folks to help
right.
out too. That's typical.
that's
of
an
the
interesting-
services industry today.
So that's a unique thing to think about the market, though, is that, you know, they have their own embedded call center, so you're working with Cisco is connected directly to that major
Right.
provider like
Right.
Home Depot
Right.
and the like, and then rather than dealing with Cisco.
Right.
It's kind of cool.
Right. And then some of the other vendors that I work with, their engineering call centers are, they're all over the world. One is in Uruguay.
Wow.
I have one in the Philippines.
So there's a lot of different systems in the retail environment.
Oh,
I guess.
yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
And there's an opportunity as well. You know, if you're a well-rounded tech, you know, you could pick up 3 or 4 different contracts. There's different contracts for the POS systems and the credit card machines.
POS, point of sale.
Right. There's different. I do all the infrastructure. We do the phones. We do all the back end, all
Cable.
the cabling, all the overhead paging, all the overhead music.
Awesome.
Right, integrate those into the
And we
systems.
integrate those into the system.
So,
and troubleshoot.
wow, this is pretty cool. So believe it or not, we're got to take a break in just a second here, but we're going to have here's a poignant pause, because you brought it up, point of sale system.
Yes.
And so they're always an interesting challenge. So we'll talk about that, but we'll still talk a little bit more about getting you, how you got to where you are and the challenges you have. Anyway, this is Hibachi Talk. I'm here with Don Mad Dog Mangiarelli. He's also a great rock star fan. And Andrew, the security guy. And we'll be back in a minute after we pay some bills.
Aloha, this is Reg Baker and I am the host of Business in Hawaii. We talk about positive stories of businesses in Hawaii, how they have been successful and how they have overcome some of the obstacles that a lot of us encounter when we try to have a business here. And believe it or not, there are a number of positive stories here and we want to talk to all of you. So we broadcast live every Thursday at 2 o'clock. And it rebroadcasts again on Olelo Channel 54. So I sure hope to see you next time. Please tune in on Thursdays at 2 o'clock. Thank you.
Aloha, how you doing? And welcome back to Hibachi Talk. Gordo the Tech Czar here with Don Mad Dog Mangiarelli, talking about his great company, which is named
Enterprise Technology Solutions.
And all right. And
ETS.
ETS.
I like it.
ETS sitting next to IST.
IST, we all got acronyms, and GJB.
GJB. Right. So this is acronym heaven. So here we go.
I love
So we're talking about what you've been doing. So you've got Home Depot is one of your large enterprise clients, but you have a few others.
I've got several. Target is one.
So
Costco.
Target.
Yes, Target.
Target.
Yes, the French retailer.
Yeah.
I also service Sports Authority.
Wow.
We do all the Petcos.
Petco's. Wow.
And, yeah, it's big time. And State Farm we just picked up.
And you just picked up State Farm.
And then
it's
we
my
do,
insurance company.
Yeah,
Nice.
we do a lot of work for a company called Shopper Track, which makes equipment that counts shoppers that come in and out of a retail store.
Okay.
So all of your retail stores at Alamo.
Oh yeah, they have the counters.
When you walk in, sometimes you'll hear a ding.
Yeah,
That's
sometimes you won't.
counting you coming in
And counting you going out, and then
a lot of them have cameras that will actually observe you and where you go first in the store, so they know if their displays are working.
Yeah,
or not.
traffic monitoring.
Wow.
It's crazy.
And then they do the business analytics on
And
that
they do the
afterwards.
business analytics on that, and if it's not working, then they change it.
Shift it around. Well, you guys, this sounds like fun.
I love my job.
Yeah.
Every day is a new adventure.
Yeah.
I never know what I'm getting
I know,
into.
and I thought you're
It's
always
great.
traveling. It seems
Yeah.
like you're in. Oh, I'm in Hilo today, and okay, well, good. Maui. I'm in Maui today. Oh, I'm in Kauai today.
Yeah, I had 100,000 Hawaiian miles last year traveling in.
Wow. Wow.
There you go.
That's busy, man. That's like, what, 30 a day average or
That was
something?
crazy.
100. There's your
It was
cryptocurrency
crazy.
right
Yeah,
there.
there you
There
go.
you go.
Wow.
There you go.
You gonna start accepting bitcoins?
Probably not.
Okay. I
You
guess
can't pay
right.
with-
Actually, I'm in the process of setting up where I can set up bitcoins. But don't you guys do it until I go through the pain.
Oh, yeah,
right,
for
and then
sure.
and
Yeah,
then I get
we're,
you.
we're all watching you.
I just
Yeah.
started accepting credit cards.
Oh, yeah, cash only, man. It's the only way to fly.
Exactly.
Those big guys, though, they write you checks.
Yes, the big guys write me checks.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get a little bit of pain. It takes quite a bit to get paid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Some of them
Net
60 days. And,
Aren't they? Yeah, I know.
And
This is
so,
the agony.
You know,
Know that
but-
world.
and you got to carry that. But the other side of that is we get so much work that once you start getting checks coming in, the money keeps flowing. So, and that's the challenge of business.
You're
isn't
making
it?
this sound like it's way too easy.
It's
we
not.
know.
Yeah.
We know. I mean,
You've seen the meme. You've seen the Facebook meme with the iceberg and the guy on top of the iceberg.
Yeah.
It says, "This is what most people see success," but then underneath the water is all the night sweats and
yeah,
sleepless nights.
You had a tough couple of years when you got this thing started.
It was extremely hard in the
Yeah.
first couple of years. My wife, thank God, she has a good job. She carried us for the first couple of years.
Yeah, and that's something that people need to realize is that, starting this up is great, and we encourage people to
Oh,
do this.
all-
It's awesome.
Incredible.
But, and here, looking at 3 people here that
Yeah.
started them up, right?
Don't quit your day job
That's
first.
right.
Yeah. But don't run it from your day job
Right.
because you're going to lose that
Oh,
one
no,
quickly.
yeah, don't do that.
Exactly.
Those kinds of things are the things that take a while. So you mentioned earlier about the point of sale. So you do a lot of point of sale. So
We
tell
do.
us about how fun point of sale is. Everybody, that's where you
Last-
swipe your credit
this is-
card and
yeah,
all that
and,
good
and
stuff.
last year there was a huge change in point of sale. Of course,
Yeah,
now
all
that
the
all the
EMV.
all the credit cards now are using chips, so we had to change out. We changed out a lot of credit card machines, and
But not Party City. They didn't
yeah,
have
right.
today.
And not to mention that a lot of stores were running Windows XP on their point of sale machines,
Yep.
and so those all had to be upgraded to Windows 7. People are still doing it, and if it's not internet connected,
You're okay.
I would. You can probably get away with that, but if your system is internet connected, it needs to be.
And
on
you're
the
running
system.
XP?
You
You're
can-
already
you're-
hacked.
But
yeah.
then there's still no support for it.
There's no
either, like,
support, there's no
so,
security
if you're down,
updates.
if you go down, like,
Right.
who wants to work on it?
And who do we not blame? Not blame. Who do we blame for having a point of sale system? I'm not talking about the retailer. Blame for still having that product out there and still selling it.
Well, I don't think you can buy any with Windows XP anymore.
Yeah.
But I think that
But
there's
why is it still there?
There's a lot of businesses out there that maybe have financial issues with upgrading. I mean, if you're a small mom and pop store and you got to buy a whole new system,
Right.
that's a big hit.
Right.
You're talking $6,000-$7,000 for a whole new system
That-
for a small company, and that's a big hit.
And the
But
mom and
that,
pop.
that same mom and pop store, though, is the one that's more likely to connect it to the internet.
Probably.
Because they're not savvy,
Yeah, exactly.
So
There's,
so it's
there's
like
big issues with that.
I
Yeah.
talked last week. My credit card got nailed. So last Monday, not last Monday, but the Monday before, and you're trying to figure out, okay, which
Right, where did I go?
where did I go? Where little one did I go to, and it got picked up off of that. So,
I think all EMV in New Orleans. I think everywhere I went was EMV, which is helpful.
electronic,
Yeah.
magnetic,
Magnetic.
chip.
Yeah.
You guys throw acronyms around.
Yeah,
think that
yeah.
our listeners know.
Well,
all
it's
this
the
stuff.
technology in the chip, really. It's European something. I forget.
Something or other.
I
I don't know what it is, but I know it's better than what we
I
had.
can know right
Wait,
quick.
I'm
Yeah.
surrounded by
It's an
geniuses.
upgrade.
It's European something or other. Okay, you heard it here first.
No, it's,
I do know that a lot of the companies out there with the credit card machines recommend that you have a PIN number. You use a PIN number with the chip rather than signing your name or something else.
So
much more
it's
secure.
Europay, MasterCard, and Visa.
Europay, MasterCard, and Visa.
So those are the guys that adopted the chipset first.
Okay,
So
yeah.
there's some cryptography on that chip versus a mag stripe, which is an unencrypted.
And as usual, the United States was last.
Oh yeah.
And we still have they got till June, right, of this year?
Right.
I think. So you're
And
going to
I
still
think-
be busy.
I think
There's a lot of it still going on.
And I think
so.
a lot of mom and pop stores are exempt.
Oh, they are?
Oh, did they? Is there a
I
volume
think
transaction?
I think
Wow.
there is some. I mean, I don't think that they're going to be forced into an upgrade
That's true.
at a certain period of time.
Does the card still have a mag stripe on it then? It has both?
Yes, it has both.
I didn't know.
Yeah, no, it does.
I
It
guess
does.
so.
So it still has.
Wow.
You
has
can
both
so
on it.
you can
That's
still
bad.
use
See,
both
that's what they
swipes.
they should get rid of it.
I mean,
That'll get rid of all that.
If you look at if you
That
go to
problem.
the store here in Hawaii, you go to Safeway, they don't have the magnetic. They don't have the
Yeah.
credit card.
They will though. They'll
They
have
will.
EMV.
They're still running AS400.
So there's but
I think, I'm not sure.
it's another one of my clients.
Oh.
Safeway's another one.
So
of
we
my
got a
clients.
question in from Twitter.
All right.
What type of cybersecurity services are you guys offering? So you probably run into PCI compliance.
We
in
run
the-
into
in the
a lot of
POS
PCI
space, yeah.
compliance. When I was at Scheidler, we had a public company, so we dealt with SOX.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Oh, okay.
I also deal with some medical companies, so
Oh,
we
do you?
deal with
Little
HIPAA.
Nice.
HIPAA.
And PCI is by far the bulk of our business.
Have you been talking to Hawala about HIPAA?
One of my medical clients uses his POW box.
POW box.
Powbox.
Nice, good
Yeah,
deal.
we've had it here.
Right on.
So another entrepreneur.
Yes,
So
another-
entrepreneur using Powbox.
Yep,
And,
exactly.
yeah.
And, Hawala has bounced around in Hawaii for quite a long time. I think you guys had a relationship at one time.
And it's back end.
Professional. Is it?
I
Oh,
am.
great.
I'm his reseller of
All
Powbox
right.
here in Hawaii.
Great.
So-
I started to do that, but I just didn't have the connections.
I just
in
do
the
it
medical
as
industry.
when
Right.
I deal
When
with
you get
clients
that.
and look at clients, say they need to get certain levels of encryption
Right.
and security,
Right.
and I talk to them about it, and if they want to see if they move forward, just a full service offering, kind
Yeah.
of like you.
Yeah, and a lot of the stuff we don't particularly have any cybersecurity services that we
Okay.
have developed. We resell other people's services,
Yes,
and we
but-
install them and configure them.
Are you so you're putting in firewalls for people
Yes.
or fixing theirs or looking
a
at
lot
their
yes.
Nah.
And so for my business clients, we do a lot of work with Dell and SonicWall.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Well,
the premier
In
products.
the retail industry, we do a lot of work with Cisco and Juniper.
Okay.
And
You replacing a lot of Juniper now because of that backdoor problem? You'll probably be getting those requests.
probably be getting those requests. We haven't started getting them yet.
Mm-hmm.
There are still several retail outlets here that run off Juniper networks, and so
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not. It was in a firmware. It was a firmware issue with that backdoor. Fortinet got busted now again.
Again.
So they announced theirs, and then they said they fixed it, but now all this new other
now they have
gear.
a new one.
So that's interesting.
We do a lot of work with some carriers here that use Fortinet.
Yeah.
So
There are.
awesome.
There's a
So
lot.
they're all going
of
to be
carriers,
scrambling today
yes.
because
There
all the
is.
hackers are going to be digging.
There
right
is
into
a
it.
lot of Fortinet out there.
I can understand manufacturers wanting to leave a hardwired admin back door, but you need to let people know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
And-
I mean,
and give
if
them the
once the
opportunity
world
to
knows,
close
then
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It
Yeah.
should be an option.
And Fortinet is a piece of technology. We should let our viewers know. A piece of technology is used to help secure your network.
Exactly.
Yeah, they use switches, firewall. They build all kind of gear. I mean,
Gear, all kinds of gear. So, and someone, intentionally found some background. So, or back ways to get in there. So, here you are, your startup. You're 6 years old. You're finally.
Has it been 6 years?
You've hit.
Right on.
You've hit,
2011,
You've
March
hit.
1st.
You've hit the top. Not the top, but finally it's coming
Now
up.
he's
to
adding
crest.
bodies.
You're adding
Yeah,
bodies,
I'm
right?
adding bodies.
You've got a couple of employees with you now.
One of our big things, Gordon, and this is interesting because I don't know, I haven't run into any other companies that are doing this, but my partner is a veteran.
Okay.
And so we have seen a lot of veterans that are homeless here in Hawaii, and some not because they had so many problems, but because they get out of the Army or the Marine Corps and they don't have any marketable skills other than infantry.
Right.
And so we have started looking into how we can help those guys
Okay.
to get off the streets, and through offering training courses and then bringing them on to work with us.
So
That's
you've started
awesome.
a new company.
Thank you.
So
We have started a new company. We're looking into starting a nonprofit that will support training veterans as they're exiting the military. And we would like to be able to have a job placement wing on that as well.
Right.
So that the guys that we don't hire, we can help them get jobs.
And so, and this is, this is brand new. This is right.
This is like,
We
just-
heard it here first.
yesterday.
On
This is
Hibachi Talk.
like yesterday.
Yesterday.
So what's,
Oh,
the
right
name, what's
on.
the name of the organization?
Our new company is called Vet Tech Solutions.
Okay.
And
Right on.
that is basically, my partner is a veteran, and that is kind of the direction that we want to go, is to help these guys. And the same thing, we've talked to several of the companies that employ us, and when there's another third party in the middle and another third party and everybody's taking their chunk out, we tell them, our margins go down. It would be much better for us if we could keep the money here in Hawaii and help the people that are here in
No
Hawaii.
kidding. So you're starting this. You're going to work to be a 501c3.
501c3.
We're going to
and-
work together
and
and
an
help you with
8A.
that. We'll get you to the 501c3, get this set up, get them trained,
Right.
get them positions. Because I can tell you, Andrew's got challenges.
Yeah.
We all do.
We all do. Everywhere in town.
And the SOCs, workforce development, IBM identified that,
Yeah.
in that report. I mean,
And
you saw it's everywhere.
It's
that's
everywhere.
That's what we want to do is, basically we want to hire the teachers. We don't really have time to go out to all these bases and teach people to do.
Right.
And not necessarily that as well, but qualifications on our part are lacking in that.
Now, the ones
part.
the vets
We
that
wanna
come
have
out, they've got
certified
skill
guys.
sets already in some cases, right?
Some of them do, yes.
Right.
Some of them, guys that work on submarines
Yeah.
are they have to run wire and hook up to communications when
Right.
they get on the shore and all
Right.
that. Even the big ships. It's the guys that are more infantry grunts that have the issues. And
Okay.
when they get out and they're unable to find work, and then they can't make rent,
Mm-hmm.
and then they start focusing on what's wrong with me, and then they end up on the street. And it's not necessary for them to be there.
Sure.
Right.
And if we can help them, then that's what we want to do.
So this is cool. Again, just wonder, I love you so much. You go all the way from corporate world, startup, struggle like crazy. You're now providing services to some of the largest companies in Hawaii. And now you're saying, okay, now it's pay it forward
Yeah,
time.
how can we
In
help
6
other
years.
people in
Yeah,
6 years?
That's
it's
awesome.
All again, why I say, why are so many firms, like I say at every show, going and using mainland companies to do their IT services here when you've got local
you got
companies
local
like
companies.
you guys have here,
Yeah.
who then turn around and get back into the community.
And that's the benefit of hiring local talent, is
yeah.
that you put people together. It's hard enough to make a living here as it is, and now we can help these guys be able to live here as well, and then we can help somewhat with the brain drain.
Well, awesome. So what other kinds of messages would you like to get out there, to let entrepreneurs or and such to follow in your footsteps? Now you're getting
Have a
old.
dream. I know, I am. I have a dream, and don't give up on it. I mean, I have 6 failed businesses behind me. This is my 7th business, and I had a lot to learn in those 6 failed businesses. And pursue it, persistence, patience, learn as much as you can. I learn stuff every day, and by learning, I mean I make mistakes every single day of the year.
Yeah.
And you just have to try not to make the same mistakes over and over.
And over again.
Yeah, one of my favorite quotes from Dan Rockwell, leadership freak, is just, if you're really not failing, you're really not trying
trying.
hard
You're not-
enough.
exactly.
I think one of my favorite
not
quotes
pushing.
is from Richard Branson. It says, if your dreams aren't big enough to scare you, they're not big enough.
or go back to sleep.
Go big or go home.
Anyway, Don, this is we numbered it too. So this
awesome.
is our no guest does not get rewarded. You get our assigned autographed solo cup number 50.
I will
This
share
will
it.
That
be,
one-
This one will one day will be worth
It'll
something.
be worth something.
Bitcoin, maybe. We'll see.
You know what? I'll put it on eBay, and we'll only accept Bitcoin to pay for it.
There you go. Put it out to see if it's
The Solo Cup eBay site. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
There's
So
50 of them out there
awesome.
now.
Anyway, we burned through a lunch hour. Thank you so much. It's awesome.
Thank you.
Drew,
Yeah.
nice
Thank
to
you
have
for
you.
having
Nice
me
to
on the
have you
show. I
on.
really appreciate it.
Nick and Zuri, thanks again. You guys just help us
Awesome.
all the time to get this through. Anyway, please follow us on YouTube. Please check out our website, hibachitalk.com. And reminder to do, reminder? Oh, it's our 50th. Oh, yeah, wait.
Oh, yeah.
What, another popper?
See,
Oh, that one's
yeah.
that one's no good.
That was good. We're scrambling
'em.
like crazy here. Yeah!
All right.
All right, so it's our 50th show. Thanks, everyone. Oh, look at our little logo.
Oh,
Our little
yeah,
thing going.
party
Thank you,
time.
1, 2, 3.
Woo!
Yeah.
And as we always say to everybody at the end of our show,
How
how
you
you doing?